This place is rich with the sweet scent of flowers. Can we stay here for a while longer? Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful, and the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. If I write a letter and put it in a drift... No, this shouldn't be so depressing. Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone? Huh? I don't know. This aura feels so familiar. Let's go check it out together. Be very careful. I have... Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful. It's a piece of black cloth. Now, where have I seen this before? What? How could they be here? Mommy! Look out! Wait! We both know what this thing can do. Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with time's power as soon as...
The River of Souls is full of fish. Big and delicious.
What?
The flame chase journey stops. Meow, meow.
Meow? We already knew about the mad part, but are we still in danger?
on! I'm the real Cypher. The real one. Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Emphorius isn't safe at all. The whole place is full. Really? But just a minute ago, that gray hair of yours was all standing up.
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this. For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver...
That's right. And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
Power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
I sure love your arrogance, Gray Mystery. The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling you. Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. Oh, was that... Aren't you a popular one? But I got to you first, so... Live handsomely! You mean spend all this money. But don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people. So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fate. That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Gray Mister.
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository. Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblade. It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akima. Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Emphorius' scholars for centuries. Exactly. Of the 12 titans of Emphorius, Aqua, the weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaya's decision to confront Aquila at the end. Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for... I used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Listen, of course, that's only if you honor me with your trust. Not exactly. But we Antikytherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing. If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner. Hypothetically, Lord Donhong, if I could open up a path out of Amphorius that circumvent, would you consider ceasing your support for the... It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need... The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs... Your prudence... Please don't misunderstand, Lord Donhong. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral. Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion. I will not. As I said, are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer? And so I see. This...
You have such overwhelming power, so... why? Answer me! Why do you stand in our way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore! Drag him back here, friend! Are you okay?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of... Well, that's why I made sure you were... Well, thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential threats, I must...
Even so, it's impressive you thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began. Don't worry, I've already arranged that. Of course I need him. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Oh, Cartonis is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
But, Finon, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that Swordmaster in black.
That's quite the sudden shift in topic.
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. She's been through Nikador's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak. Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphorius. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties. I'm far from finished. I must continue sharpening my skills until I can match their strength. Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down. I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to... A girl's little secret. Don't pry.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the Library of Philia.
Here we are! Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe up...
I wonder what Finan and Mem were reading. Let's take a closer look.
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on grains, a poor time for fishing. Oh, but then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Amphorius these days? Ah, you scared me! Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard. Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Huh? Oh, these cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, weaver, traveler, healer. But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to memorize them all? What a coincidence! We meet again. Guess we're fated to be together, huh? But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
So suspicious. Not like their usual self.
Well, I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend. You could have just asked. There's nothing embarrassing about it. Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to make a fortune. You didn't know? After all this time we've known each other. That pains me. I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaia became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate. Oops, I talked too much. As a leader, you need both integrity and... integrity and skill.
You sure are persistent. All right. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
What are you guys chatting about? Is this... the Amphorius Divination Compendium?
Why are you here too?
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore. Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby, so why all the secrecy?
I wanted to set up a surprise! Master it in secret and give you all a shock, but getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
A surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysia, wouldn't have disappeared. Don't forget, we've got Lady Trina. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecy.
To me, divination could be a power fate always casts a shadow in front of us. Cloud, that's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to... After all, the first chapter of the Divination Compendium discusses the significance of divination. I'm just expanding on that a bit.
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a... Right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want...
Oh, wow! Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? The riddle that Orin exposed to us? Who's there? You are...
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing. Masks decorated with... Are they cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Fine. Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could... We can't let our esteemed guests...
During the Chrysos War, to combat the Chrysos heirs, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political...
This historical... Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan?
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of... Not one citizen would cast their vote for you.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped. People have become too accustomed to peace. And they've forgotten.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Finan. You've probably figured out why we've come before you.
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows with All right. Let's hear it. What are you hiding? My shoulders might be sore, and my sword...
How's it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Thank you, Lady Treeby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama. Do you like it here too, little Ika?
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treeby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue.
Right. How does the legend go again?
Even Lady Treeby forgets things.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty. Just give us some time and we'll remember. Ah! Now we remember. Kremnos and the Firmament, Volume 3, Section 5. With Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove. The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories. But the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Oh, I forgot. For Lady Treeby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through. Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Celiosi's side. That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing. Lord Crediros?
Miss Hyacinth. And Lady Treeby. Good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check.
Doing all right. What's going on, Crediros?
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here, Akama would remain peaceful.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Aggie.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the Golden Threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treeby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory off...
Trouble! Miss Hyacinth! Trouble!
Clementine.
Please! Something terrible has happened at Marmor...
What is it, Doctor? Call me...
Lady Aglaya! It's Lady Aglaya who's in...
I still remember. This bath that overlooks its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey, and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifice. Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Gold Weaver. But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. We've been far too kind with you.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your... incompetence. Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from Dawn Cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment, when all orders, rules, and laws fail.
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim if that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these civilians will...
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours. Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Akuma has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Dromus workshop. Plots are unfolding, right, humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if they...
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull. I've been...
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis. I hope it brings...
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her eyes, too? You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaya you are today? Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared.
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others. Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow. Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters, will the wandering wind stop to mourn me, Cyphra?
I've come as promised. Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures. Come on. As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags. What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire?
Such exquisite luster. I've only...
Wait. You've seen one before.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from...
Wow! A daughter rebuilding her family business.
Mind your manners, Kitty. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from?
I won them fair and square. Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer.
Strange. But my golden thread...
That's because I'm not lying.
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on you...
Oh, come on. Can't we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time.
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the Gold Weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something that would suit you.
Oh.
Look. Come a bit closer.
Oh.
These golden boots are the Gold Weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly. Put them on, Cyphra. And don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything.
What's wrong?
Do you have a smaller size?
Well, I suppose you'll...
Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake.
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine... You're Amphorius' most cunning liar! And even you were fooled by...
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the River of Souls.
Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress?
Well, now...
I didn't expect such a simple story, but, boss lady, there's a chance
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could...
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door.
Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city of Styxia. Let me take a good sniff of this air. This air, it's
filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now that I think about it, helping them was well worth it. Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find...
well, I have a suggestion. How about you...
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The gnawfish in the River of Souls are growling.
80-20 it is! How generous you are, boss lady Cypher.
Anyway, what's with all this water?
It's damp, cold, and miserable here.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy around water.
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps?
What's got you so worked up? Relax. Who would have thought the fearless...
Pants hate getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now, hurry up and figure out a way across. Or I might have to reconsider.
Don't rush me! Got it!
Not a good imitation. I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartolos.
Tell me, how did you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, boss lady? Ooh.
Was this device designed by priests of Ornyx? Do you think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate me, boss. Just find a cozy dry corner and wait for me. Mission accomplished. Now you don't have to worry about your tail getting wet.
Not bad, but just a warning.
If this thing fails while we're halfway through the water...
Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20%.
This feels... true.
Truly magical.
When did you pick up this trick? We're here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding. The scent of gold coins,
Gems, and fine leather. It's so refreshing. Yes. Right. What are you waiting for?
Roger that! Watch me!
Wow! That's a huge chest. Wow, wow. A massive haul. As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from Ocean's tears.
Thanks for the gift, boss! Look at the clarity of this purple crystal! It matches my skin tone perfectly! Oh, safe first aid! Let me try this on! Where is...
How long have we known each other? I can't believe you still fall for this!
How could I ever forgot? I'll believe it is true, and a lie becomes reality.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread. All right, enough fooling around. Here's the real thing.
Cypher rules! I've already pinpointed the next trove of treasure! Starting. Boss lady, we're set to make a fortune! Got any plans on how to spend it?
Of course.
Whoa! Isn't that like... Once activated, this thing makes a racket that can be heard for miles!
Seriously, well, hey! If you don't want the trickery to be exposed, you'd better start by keeping your mouth shut.
Boss lady, you're absolutely right! Here we go round the river of souls.
There's a big guy guarding this place.
Yeah.
Look at its face.
Yeah. So ugly. Ugly enough to make even me a little...
If that ugly brute messes up my face, even the stoic Talantin might end up shedding a tear.
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking. Clearly running away isn't
So, how about you take the front?
Right. Fleeing fits a rogue nature. Huh?
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game! Harmony and unison.
Whip it, Trip!
Oh, you can't run!
Bust? Or maybe I'll take it off! Watch your head!
Stars echo! Liquidation! Found me! Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game! Something's fishy!
Amateur. Such an ugly and useless creature, taken down with just a couple of hits. Hey, the Bartolos.
Here! Squeak!
Look at you, all shaken up. Can't handle. Should be safe here now.
Aye, boss.
It doesn't smell like anything valuable this time. Huh.
This looks tragic. Do you think
Probably not. I've never seen or heard of anyone from At least, I'm still left for Dolos. Guess this city wasn't so lucky. Huh. It does seem unfair, doesn't it? Just because they were born in the wrong place, they had to face such... devastation.
Yeah, the world just... Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's...
Huh. Did I?
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been...
Ah, right. Honestly, I was only interested in the...
Oh, I see.
Who asked you to picture that? Besides, Priest robes from 1,000 years ago were nothing like the ones today.
Right. I didn't think about that. I was just curious if you ever overheard.
How ridiculous. Where did this roadblock come from? Ugh, this is so annoying.
Oh dear, we're stuck here. Should we call on that big, noisy...
Never thought that thing would actually come in.
I don't need a control. Hand of sack.
Not bad. However, I still don't see how this...
Let's go!
Hey, slow down!
What?
You know, that question. The one you specifically asked.
Forgive me, boss lady, but have you been under a look?
Oh. Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge lately.
Treasure!
Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this
This scent feels like something incredible is buried here.
Incredible indeed! If even boss lady says so, how could I not be excited?
Do I need to give instructions here? Get digging.
What?
Oh. Isn't this a golden scapegoat? Interesting. Looks like...
Oh, this is...
Sheep, humans, whatever. All I know is unlocking...
Puzzles and tricks are right. Told you, nothing can stump me. Cypher, it's your turn now.
Stop! Stay there, and don't turn around.
Huh? Whoa.
I told you.
My poor old back. What are you doing?
Shh, quiet.
That seamstress. She...
What? Boss D.
Stay put and keep quiet. Oh, well. Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking around?
As time passes, I find myself with only the power of this little nymph. Naturally, I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cypher.
Even if you could fully control Bart... You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let... I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing?
I've plotted and schemed my whole life. But I never... I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong. Replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself, face to face.
Don't talk to me like that.
1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence.
My silence.
So this time, I must say this to you. Even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cypher. The Chrysos Heir's mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please, come back to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance.
I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good.
Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cyphera.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
What a shame. I thought there'd be some real treasure.
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Those relics were once priceless.
Aww, hearing that from you makes it... Wait, why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed what just happened. Oh!
If you see her, let her know this. As demigods...
Could it have been...
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. She must have slipped that nymph into your pocket while you were distracted. Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your...
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the Black Box. How did you realize something was wrong? I'm curious.
Actually, it gave itself away.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you...
We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except...
But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya...
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread which forces people to speak the truth. Isn't that right, Zagreus?
You have a terrifyingly...
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To make sure you survive the Titan trial, I had to fool the entire world. If you want to keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better keep...
Even if it weren't for saving my worthless little life, I still...
You may have been reduced to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words.
Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked woman. Life's been pretty great lately. Why get into trouble now? Don't you think...
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again.
Cyphera.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. I will pay back the amount I owe.
You...
Yes. What about? So what if I'm one of those chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes. World-renowned swordsmen.
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? A pauper. Thief. Con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me
Stop it, Cyphera. I'll give you clothes. Warm you. Stay here. Stay in my workshop until you're healed.
Aren't you going to ask me? Right. What's the use? I'm so good at lying.
I don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival, at all costs. Stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stay by my side, and you can start putting yourself back together.
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation? Or that I might sneak off with your precious clothes and sell them?
I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about those things.
You're weird, seamstress. You know, they say a child who often lies remains a liar for life. I've tried not to become a liar, but honestly, it's just too hard. I'm close to giving up. What makes you think I won't disappoint you?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod, but with the heart that beats in my chest. You love this place. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. You worry you'll tarnish the Gold Weaver name. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart. Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world. And also a challenge the world has given to me. Stay here with me. You have a beautiful face that deserves better than to be covered in scars and grime.
You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes, there's no turning back.